Hello and welcome! Today I will give you pretty much all you need to know about MTG Card Builder. I will go through the many aspects of it and hopefully make you a better card maker by the end. Without further ado, let us begin. Frames. There are a lot of frames to choose from. On this section you can easily pick whichever one you like or need for your card. Hovering over it with your mouse will make it pop out so you can get a better idea of what they look like. To add a frame part, just double click on the one you want. You can also click on here to add the whole frame or just a part of it. Keep in mind the order of your frame parts. The last one you put will always be on top of the others. You can change the order by dragging them around, so feel free to experiment. Clicking on any frame part will let you edit it further, so the placement and coloring can fit your cards exactly as you want them. Some frames have special options for further customization. Sagas and Planeswalker frames open these new tabs. In both cases, we can change the height and positioning of each of the abilities. Additionally, here you can either change the loyalty counters of Planeswalkers or the number of chapters for each step of the saga. Some other frames you might be interested are the Japanese Mystical Archive ones. They open tabs to change the height and length of the title and type areas, respectively. Furthermore, these and a few other frames let you have special mana symbols, like these ones from the Neon custom frames or the aforementioned Mystical Japanese ones. All the symbols can be, quote-unquote, activated just by loading the frames at least once, so do not forget to do it. Just be sure to keep the auto-load option turned off, so you can mix frames without the art and text jumping around from place to place to fit the current chosen style. As I said earlier, the number of frames is large, and it's just gonna keep getting bigger, so be sure to try each one of them at least once. As you might have figured out, on this section you can edit all text-related parts of the card. You can input anything and change size, font, color, positioning, and even adding useful symbols. You can always go below, right here, and check some of the text codes you can use manually, since some are not on the quick menu just yet. Right here, you can also add things like nicknames, date stamps, and power and toughness indicators if the loaded frame does not have it normally. This is useful when combined with the quote-unquote true title part of the nickname frames to make any card you want on that style. Additionally, you can edit the signature at the bottom right, so you can make the card really your own. For the art, you can either upload an image you have downloaded on your device, or put a URL to an image directly. Either way, try to add the name of the artist if you are able, so you give proper credit where it's due. You can move the art with the sliders down here, change the numbers manually to get precise positioning, or move it by dragging it around. These same ideas apply to resizing and rotating the image, which can be done with sliders, or by pressing Shift while moving with the mouse to resize it, or Control to rotate the image. Check for the transparencies on your cards, since those can look weird when printed out. And hey, if you cannot find the right image for a card, why not make it yourself in seconds? On this tab, you can give a prompt and get whatever you want, drawn however you want it. Try different styles and see what you can come up with. Be sure to always download the images you generate. That way they won't get deleted once you refresh the page. Or save them outright and you can use them later on. Downloading them also offers the option of editing them further, so try it out. For this section of the video, I will talk about 3 small yet important parts of the website. Set symbols can be chosen from the whole list of them right here. Just choose the set you want and the rarity you want it on. You can resize and move it around if you need to, or even add your own set symbols if you want to add a little extra spice to your cards. Watermarks, like set symbols, can be chosen from the whole pre-existing list and can be edited further to fit your text box, changing the color and transparencies of the watermarks so it does not affect the readability of your text. Same as with the set symbols, you can add your own images for the watermarks, and this offers a lot more customization. Remember, more customization options are always welcome. On the collector section, you can edit the bottom left part of your card. You can make it reflect what real cards look like, or just write whatever you want, so everyone can tell it's not only a proxy card, but one especially made by you. Be sure to have in mind that you can save the current text as default, so you do not have to type it all back every time you refresh the page. Here, you can also toggle off the "Not for sale" text. This section is gonna be a little tricky, since we have to talk about two separate topics: loading existing cards and loading your cards. Loading existing cards is as easy as typing the name of the card and done. You can now change to whatever version you prefer, and the card's info will load to match whatever frame you have loaded currently. This can save a lot of time, since it puts all the set symbols, rules, and even collector's info on its own. Obviously, you can edit all the parts we have talked about up until now after doing this, so you do not have to copy and paste all the info from Scryfall or Gatherer. Keep in mind, this will not add frames on its own, but hey, that's what you are here for after all. For the second part, to load your own cards, you first need to save them. After making a card you like, just go to Import Preset and click on Save Preset. And it's as easy as that. Now you have all the things you've put on that card ready to go whenever you need it by choosing the one you want and pressing Load Preset. It's gonna automatically load it back. This is very handy to know if you make a very intricate or cool design and do not want to remake it from scratch. And do not worry if you accidentally closed before downloading or saving. There is an automatic recovery option to go right back where you left off. Nifty, huh? With all the things I've said, you will make some amazing cards, I'm sure. So why not share them with the world? The gallery lets you share your creations and check what others have done. You can even duplicate and edit any card you see here, which will load everything the uploaded card had, so you can make it your own in case a style catches your interest. Obviously, be sure to fill all the things on the uploading pop-up. Leave clear if it is another version of an existing card. Separate your original custom cards from already existing ones. And of course, be sure to mark your waifu cards as not safe for work if needed, else you are gonna get yourself into horny jail. As you must certainly have seen, there are many premium-only things on the creator. The free options are more than enough for most people, but the advantages that the premium subscription offers are very handy. From unlimited presets to custom profiles on the gallery, having the restore option available and giving 20 prompts per day on the AR tab. For the price, it is a lot of value to ignore. And now, some quick pro tips. When writing with Japanese kanji, use font Japanese for the regular text and font Japanese-title to get some stylized fonts. If you check the Preserve Alpha on a frame part, it will fit whatever other frames it has beneath. This is helpful to turn almost any frame into an extended art one or a full art one. Font Firection will make your text look like Firection scripture if you want to make cards for the glory of Phyrexia. Apart from the fonts you can see on the quick menu, there are a few you can input directly, like Font Gothic Medieval, Font Acme Regular, Font Emplantin, and Font Fritz Quadrata. When using the borderless frame under the Promos Tall Art section, put the outline cutout and outline solid options to make the outline of the text boxes look like the real deal. And like the previous tip, you can also put a different outline on the floating lion crowns. Also, be sure to remove the blackout that is automatically added, so you do not have a black square blocking the art when it's only useful to block the top part on certain frames. And that's it. I hope this was a good enough crash course on MTG Card Builder. If you have any question you need answered, just drop by the Discord and ask it. We are always ready to help. And also remember that if you want to order any of the cards you've made, you can head over to printingproxies.com and enjoy your creations on paper. See you around and happy card making!